Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to a brand new Great Day Connecticut right here on Channel 3. I'm Kara Sundlin.
I'm Scott Haney, and she's back, all dried out.
Oh, yes. Thank you for everyone who's been following the journey on my social media accounts. Yes, I was at the rain show. Those who were there, you know, it was incredible to watch Taylor Swift perform for 3 hours. She does not stop in the rain. And all of us were drenched. I mean, in ponchos. But the rain goes through the ponchos. Like, my clothes were stuck to me, but it was worth it.
I texted you, and because it was pouring in Connecticut, and I said, please don't let this be at Foxborough. Please don't let this be there. And I texted you, and you said, it's not raining that hard right now. And I said, okay, good. And then apparently it got wet.
Oh, yeah. It definitely did. Actually, I think it rained hardest actually when she came out.
Oh, I felt but the Swifties carried through.
Oh, they did. And she said it was the rainiest rain show she's ever played. And if you're a true Swiftie, people get all excited at the rain show. They think that she's going to give them special songs and special this. I think it's just special that, like, I don't know how she didn't slide off the stage. I mean, she was like this and like water, sheets of water coming off.
And she played the piano and sheets of water off of that as well?
Yeah, she's like moving it. But, you know, everyone was dancing. Everyone was singing. It's definitely a night we're always going to remember.
Always on their feet. Nobody sits. Nobody sits for 3 hours.
Nobody.
That's correct.
And I got to say hi to the moms who came behind me, and I felt like it's a moment because, of course, everyone's waiting for Taylor Swift, and then this mom behind us, she's like, "Are you Kara Sundlin?" She's like, "Hi, I'm from Connecticut." So there were a bunch of us moms there too, and we took some pictures. But anyway, so it was definitely a memorable mother-daughter moment. I'm really happy that it was Helena's Sweet 16 present. I'm really happy that she even wanted me to go with her.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah. Well, I saw some of the pictures, and they're great, and the videos are great.
She's incredible.
So I'm glad you had a good time. All right, it's a small world after all, so one photographer competition challenges artists to take an amazing and intimate look at Mother Nature really, 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 really close, Kara.
Yeah.
This is from 2022. There were so many finalists, and I don't even know what some of these
that
things
looks like one of those little shop of horrors.
Exactly, right? So we're looking at some of nature's smallest but most intricate photos.
Oh my God, look at that.
Look at that bug.
Looks like almost jewelry, but it's like, so these are all just close-ups, so we get really, you know, amazing. Oh my gosh.
This. Isn't that beautiful?
I love this because, you know, it's way closer than the naked eye would ever see, these creatures that live amongst us.
It's truly amazing.
Look at him. That looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's real.
It's real. Photographers all over the world capture these. From entries were in from 54 countries, and the winners and finalists from 2022 were recently named. That's the winner right there.
Mayflies.
2 salamanders.
Oh, 2 salamanders. Oh,
they didn't make it.
I love it.
They didn't make it though. They got eaten by that fly, the flower that they were in. Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Salamander was my father's code name in World War II.
Oh, seriously, was?
A salamander is an animal that can walk through fire. I learned that.
Of 2 salamanders that met their demise inside a carnivorous plant.
Oh, so they can walk through fire, but the plant's still going to eat them.
Exactly. Well, there you go.
All right. Now, what a cool grandma. A grandma and her grandson have now completed the epic travel itinerary. It took them 7.5 years to visit every national park.
She's 93.
93. Yeah. Joy is her name.
God bless her. Look at this.
They went to the National Park of American Samoa. That was the final one. And they've been documenting their trips on Instagram.
Amazing.
She's 93. Look at her. I mean, how cool is she?
That's so awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good for her. So, yeah, she and her grandson, she said she had never really been anywhere. So her one regret in her life was that she didn't get to travel. So the grandson said, we're changing that.
And 7.5 years. So you figure she didn't even really start traveling until she was around 85 and a half.
Exactly.
So it's never too late. But you got to take good care of her. She's incredible.
Incredible shape.
Wow.
God bless her.
All right, SpaceX will dock with the International Space Station today. It's carrying the latest crew of all private astronauts. Now, also, the first Saudi woman in space is among them.
That's really great. Incredible feat, right? I hope they know what they're doing,
all go.
Right? They know what they're doing. They're all astronauts, right?
Well, they're private astronauts, but they've trained, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
thank God.
I don't believe these are not like regular
people like me and you getting up in a hey, pass the sugar, you know, like what would I do up there?
No, we're not quite there yet. It's going to take this 4-member crew 16 hours to get to the station. They're going to spend 8 days there, and
the mission commander called it a phenomenal ride into space.
Oh my gosh.
Axiom 2 mission is on its way to the International Space Station.
2 Americans and 2 Saudis. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Good luck and Godspeed to them.
Oh.
All right.
This is an inspiring story.
This really is an inspiring story.
So a boy named Vishal was surfing, and he had a spinal cord injury that
He broke his
paralyzed
neck.
most of his body, but he's got some inspiring words because he spent his life living and then going to school after doing rigorous physical training, and says his recovery is nothing short of a miracle. So here's what he had to say.
So it was definitely a pretty strenuous climb, but I have absolutely nothing but sheer gratitude for my friends and the crew that we had up there.
Yeah, he just climbed mountains. This week he summited Mount Hood, something that not many people who were paralyzed in all 4 limbs can do. So
14 months after.
14 months after, he said, again, it was definitely an strenuous climb, but he did it. God bless him. That's an incredible feat. Good for him. Inspiration for us all.
That's really incredible.
Yep.
All right, so a pair of twins, another pair of twins that are just amazing. I'm sure their mom is super proud, but they worked their tails off, and they're in New Orleans, and then one of them is valedictorian, the other one is second in command, and they just say that so much has been out about teens getting famous for all the wrong reasons, so they wanted to graduate at the top of their class in New Orleans, 4.69 and 4.6.
Good for them.
And tell everyone that kids can become well known for the good stuff.
Isn't that great? That's great. That is totally awesome. I love that. And they got $20 million in scholarships that just kept pouring in from everything. So millions of dollars in scholarships.
Millions?
Yeah, like apparently everywhere they applied, they got scholarship money.
Wow.
Which totaled like $20 million, which is incredible.
Now, and here's something inspiring for everyone else. They asked them how they did this. They said, we worked harder. They credited their work effort and their work ethic, not some sort of natural, I'm sure obviously they're very smart.
Sure.
But really, they said it was their work ethic that got them through.
Good for them.
Yeah.
An ultra-creepy sculpture commanded a blood-sucking price at auction Thursday.
Oh, my gosh.
$32.8 million.
This is
Kara, look at how big that thing is.
all the arachnophobes out there. They're not paying even 2 cents for this, but they.
This wouldn't even fit in my living room.
And who would want to walk
Who would
under
want
it?
to walk under it?
By the way, it's got a really cool name. It's called Spider.
Okay, really creative.
It's made by a French-American artist who actually has made many of them.
She's unfortunately passed, but she died in 2010 at the age of 98.
And she didn't start sculpting spiders till she was in her 80s.
Which is really incredible.
So we just have 2 incredible stories right here on this show. A woman who became famous for her spider sculptures in her 80s, and another woman who didn't start traveling and then went to every national park by the age of 93.
The woman who designed that spider sculpture, apparently she was a web designer before that. Very good. Anybody want to laugh? Okay, thank you so much.
I saw some really cute, a little family of ducklings at Elizabeth Park, but this is in Montana.
Yeah, they went down the storm drain.
I know, they rescued
Except Mommy and one of the siblings.
The firefighters got this little whole family out. They all fell down. The mama duck and a sibling were quacking loudly on the grass nearby, and the firefighters went to help, and they got all the little ducklings out safely.
Isn't this amazing? God bless. I mean, you know what? 9 of the there were 10 of them, and one didn't go in the drain. He stayed with his mother, smart one of the group.
His apron strings were a little tighter.
That was me. And
you know what the other one said after they got out?
What, Kara?
It wasn't all it's quacked up to be.
Ching. All right, in California, Mama Coyote and her babies took up residence under a South Lake Tahoe home. Look at, Kara, look at
her.
them.
She was hiding them all. She was feeding them, and a candid camera set up over there got them all. Look at them.
God,
there she all is.
Oh, so beautiful.
Oh, so she made it as her den. Oh, look at how cool they look up close.
Oh my God, they're really beautiful animals.
I mean, people don't think of coyotes being beautiful, but they really look beautiful. And look at your baby.
Look at this. Look at this.
Look, that one's in trouble. She's like, you get over here.
Get over here and stop playing. Unbelievable.
Listen, get back in the hole.
Exactly. Look. Oh my God, this is so great. I love this.
All right, and then we've got some dogs who are surfers.
4-legged surfing. Get out there.
Look at them go. That's incredible. The 2nd annual Hang 8 dog surfing event at Flagler Beach. That's in Florida, right?
Yeah, Florida. My nephew went to Flagler University.
Oh, really? Look at them. Oh my gosh.
And there was a costume contest as well. So not only and it all raised money for.
Look at their little life jackets.
It raised money for nonprofits. So
how do they know how to do this?
I don't know how they know how to do this. And do they like doing it? I don't know.
I mean, because I would think a dog would just jump off and swim home. Not want to stay on the board. But
exactly. But apparently they know what's going on.
Look at them go. That's incredible.
Let's go, dogs.
That's awesome. Wow, that's really cool.
Awesome.
All right. In Cali, the expression better late than never certainly applies here. It's an overdue library book, overdue by, I think, 114 years or 140 years.
They checked it out in 1892.
Oh, my gosh.
They said it was falling apart. The
Okay.
spine broke and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, they were afraid to touch it. I mean, I don't know if it's worth a lot of money or not, but it was in really bad shape. Obviously, I don't think whoever returns it has to pay any fines because it obviously belonged to somebody else.
Obviously, they're dead. 1892, whoever took it out is no longer with us.
Aww.
They said
Get it back there.
Falling apart and passed due to the St. Helena Library. It says for 96 years, Kara, but I'm doing the math, and that's a little bit more if they took it out in 1892. Oh, sorry, I apologize. It was checked out in 1927. And actually, none of us have seen a library book that was checked out in 1892 or anything. I was a little confusing there, but they said that this book was checked out.
It's really old.
It's really old, 1927.
96 years ago. All right, we've got a lot of historic things here. So it was older than the woman who climbed all the national parks. Okay?
It's incredible.
All right, and in Mexico, a recently married couple, they decided to just go ahead with their outdoor wedding procession despite some ashes that were falling from the sky due to a volcano.
Do you believe this?
You know, it's kind of like the Taylor Swift show. It just makes it more memorable, right?
Absolutely.
They say rain on your wedding day is lucky. I'm not sure what it means when the volcano is coming out.
Look how beautiful, though, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, how spectacular this celebration is.
Their pictures are going to be quite historic, right?
I don't really. Oh, you can if you
look at
closely,
some of their hair.
you can see it in the background a little of the ashes falling from the volcanoes.
Wow.
Well, at least they had a nice day with ash. Maybe they got married. Maybe it was Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. Who knows?